Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's always special to be back in the Rizal, and I'm so happy to be here representing the Kids' Rights Youngsters, incredible change makers that I'm now lucky to call my friends. I remember being here for the first time in 2011. I think I have my emotions more together today than I did that day. I didn't realize then that this prize would catapult me into a new level of ability activism on a global scale. I had the honor of welcoming Malala as an International Children's Peace Prize winner in 2013, and I'm privileged to be here today celebrating another powerful young person. As a founding member of the Kids' Rights Youngsters, I'm so proud that we have been able to collaborate with one another, but also with 175,000 young people to become change makers in their own space. Each youngster is committed to our collective goals to strengthen our message while working in our own countries on our specific causes. My cause is disability rights and inclusion. As an ability activist, much of my activism is in the way I live my life. I refuse to allow a medical diagnosis to limit my achievements. Clearly, telling me that I can't do something is not an effective deterrent. I've had phenomenal experiences and opportunities to share my story and to work with extraordinary people to move the world to be a more inclusive and accepting place. To amplify the voices of young people, I spoke at the United Nations last year, reminding people that disability affects all of us, whether we realize it or not. Disability is one of the most pervasive issues that falls under the radar. So, how many of you know that disability issues are entrenched in 11 of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals? I am one of the billion people in the world who live with a disability, and one of the 2.9 million in South Africa. Yet, we're still struggling to get every disabled child into school. We're still struggling for disabled people to find employment where our contributions are not limited by preconceived ideas of our abilities. With Kids' Rights supporting my educational journey, I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm currently completing my master's in human rights law at the University of Cape Town, and I've registered to start my PhD in 2018. Most children with disabilities are denied access to education at preschool level because our needs are seemingly too difficult to accommodate. Tangible change and support for the rights of people with disabilities may not be a priority yet, but we are changing perceptions, and we will achieve equality and dignity for all 1 billion of us. Through the work of the Chaeli campaign, we have changed the lives of over 35,000 beneficiaries, and as a social justice organization, We are constantly advocating for change. Inclusion must exist in all spaces, and we promote it in different ways. Some of our work includes 4 professional theatre productions expressing very real disability issues with honesty and dignity. Our play, No Functional Language, inspired by the non-verbal children in our inclusive preschool, will be showcased in the Denmark Arts Festival in April 2018. So that's much closer for you than for me. Our Paid Forward Ambassadors Youth Empowerment Program, supported by Kids' Rights, supports 170 young leaders from 100 schools across South Africa to grow their own social entrepreneurship initiatives. And we advocate in various sports by promoting progressive and inclusive policy changes for equitable treatment for adaptive athletes. Inclusion is not only about having access to opportunities. It's about living in a world where every one of us is accepted and supported to be the best versions of ourselves. Each of us deserves to be respected for our abilities, appreciated for our potential, and celebrated for our contributions. A song by B. Miller says, "Even in the dust we shine, with fire and gold in our eyes." And for me, these words represent the youth around the world and the power that we have within us and the resilience to overcome the challenges that we face. These lyrics remind us that what connects us as activists and as people is potential. What we all fight for is the recognition of that potential and the support to reach it. For people with disabilities, for girls, for refugees, for all of us. We need to shift our minds away from what inclusion could cost towards what we can all gain and build. Inclusion changes everything for everyone. So 1 billion people with disabilities, 1.2 billion girls, 65.6 million refugees. That's 2.68 billion opportunities for growth and change that's likely to be lost if we don't do something now. So it is my great privilege to welcome the newest member of our Kids' Rights family into the life of global activism. I'm so excited to work with you and to change the world together. If I can offer a few words of advice, be bold in your beliefs, stand firm with your conviction, and get ready for the crazy ride that's ahead. So, thank you.